guys, welcome back. As you can see, we are back in our exotic merchants build and we're working on Falky's little hut today. Unfortunately, I decorated the whole thing and it crashed about halfway through, so it's already decorated, but we're gonna take a look at it. Oh, jeez. Okay. So we got, sorry, my camera's being it's being crazy. It's because I have the roofs up. So I threw some clutter outside, because again, these are sloppy Sims, so they're probably leaving stuff just where it lies. And I just like the idea, but I've got some other stuff set aside for future use. This is part of the alchemy set. We've got a pair of boots outside, and then if you step in to this cluttered little masterpiece, you will see Falky's room. Now, Falky is an adopted thrall who is really into medicine. He wants to be a healer. He also likes travel and fashion and nature. So I tried to incorporate as much as I could of that. So we have the physician's little set pulled from Sims Medieval. I put a lot of extra deco on there. So like the little frog in the jar, the Venus flytrap, the scale, that's little thing on the floor is also from the alchemy set. Over here, we've got some medicines tucked under there. We've got some books. He's got one of the notorious charms. He's got a lot of clutter, because, again, messy sim. We have some mushrooms growing under the bed, because they need somewhere dark. Some books, some papers, chamber pot, which, again, I'm hoping they were useful, but eh. Some packages, another part of the alchemy set, scrolls. He's got a little wash basin, a little shelf. Very simple room, but I really like it. I mean, it's clutter doll heck, but it's fairly basic. It's got some logs on the floor. That is a fireplace, so we do have one. A little bit of a bookshelf there, bucket, some papers on the ground. I put a globe because he's interested in travel. And I also put just some little doodads that look like they're from elsewhere, like the screen and some of those little pots and things. We got, hanging plants for nature. He's got a couple more plants there, a couple more on his desk. That thing back there is from The Witcher, and it's all doctory. Same with the syringe, so that's why I threw that in there. And yeah, just like a lot of clutter, but I really, really like it. He does have a computer, and I like that it's got an ink spill on it. And I'm just really happy with how his room turned out. I've only got one curtain hanging up because the other windows don't really suit it. But I feel like he doesn't really care. And if you look out his window, he can see, if I go page up, it's going to take me, oh, it's not. So he can see the griffins, he can see both of their little roosts, and he can also see the baby griffins there. And yeah, I'm really excited with how this turned out. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Excited, I don't know. I just think it looks really good. And it's super cute, and it's not like anything I've ever done before. Since you guys did miss me decorating, I am going to do the bathrooms really quick on camera, just so that you can actually see something. So we're going to do gray floors. I think I'm actually going to do this white stucco inside too. Is that clipping through the roof? Yes. Again, I just want lots of clutter. I want this lot to just feel chaotic. There's some logs there because I figure Falky doesn't have room particularly inside of his little hut, but yeah. I did put a bookshelf inside the bathroom because I wanted to put it in Falky's hut, but it wouldn't fit, and it's got all the little potions and everything, so I figure he uses this as a storage area as well as toilet. Don't judge me. It could happen. Oh, let's turn this back off. They're just gonna get very basic toilets. I didn't put lights in his house. We'll do that really quickly. Hoping they can still use the front doors with those there, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Thought about putting rugs, but we're just gonna go bare bones essential. They're dudes. It's fine. We'll go with these. Okay, Falky needs lights, because I'm an idiot sometimes. Put one there. I mean, he's got the fireplace. It's not like it's dark. Oh, that's a chest. That's why there's like a chest tucked back there, so that's what's screwing with the lights. He doesn't need too many. Okay. I do want to put mirrors because they feel a little empty. I don't deal with the bathrooms too much. I just feel like it's unnecessary. I love this set, by the by. Caravan Shop Sims 2. Love it. Let's put something on the wall. It just looks so sad. Do more storage. I don't think he'd get away with doing that much. What about like a ship? That's manly. Do we think Falky would sneak in some plants? Better question, would he not sneak in plants? The answer is no. I feel like he sneaks plants everywhere. Let's put that on a walkthrough block though, because I ain't got no trust. In fact, I forgot something else that I didn't do after the crash that we can do now. So I figured he would have planters. Not a lot of them, but he would have planters because he is all medicine-y. So I figured we would give him a couple log planters. Very basic, but it works. And then just some plants. Is ginger a healing plant? Here, let's turn this off. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about like what would be used for healing. So far, most of it's been, I think that's pretty. Witch hazel is though, I know that. Although they have some in the other garden, don't they? Valerian? Is that a healing thing? I mean, they all just say medicinal purposes. It's pretty, it's going in. Thyme, I don't think it is. Tarragon, St. John's wort, that is. Stinging nettles, I don't think that that's medicinal. What else we got? Star anise, sage, rosemary, pennyroyal. I feel like is something that was used by midwives to induce abortions. But that was a realistic aspect of like medieval life. We do not judge here. Okay, I feel like they would. I just feel like they literally just leave things everywhere, and I feel like the younger son kind of doesn't like any of them. He's just like, can you guys please pick up your crap, please? Like, I just feel like they just lump stuff wherever. And he just has to accept that. Like, we got this little fence over here. I want to put these over here more than I want to put the fence up there. Ah! Come here, fence. Where should the fence go? Fence might not go. I just like the idea of there being a fence that they just never bothered to tear down. How about it goes here? Because there's like a gate, so it's like they almost had this area originally fenced off, and then they just kind of let it lie. Some decorating while on camera because I'm annoyed that I lost the rest of it, which happens. Like, I feel like that's the nature of the beast when you have a ton of CC. Sometimes your game just says no, not today, and crashes. But thankfully I do have recordings now, which actually is super duper helpful. I just decided something. We're gonna plop pennyroyal in that, witch hazel in that. We'll move this over here. I didn't like how the witch hazel looked there, but I was going to let it go. And now I'm not. Alright guys, so we have finished You'll notice I tossed that there. We're not setting it up quite yet. We've finished another room and another smaller area, so all of these little round ones are done now. Up next, I'm not really sure which room I want to do next. This is going to be quite a few people jam-packed into 2 floors, basically. That's the other 4 people who live in the slot. Whereas this is going to be, like, down here I'm feeling like is going to be the kitchen area, and then up there will be like the hangout. But I'm not totally decided yet, so stay tuned on that. And we'll see what else we're working on. I genuinely don't know what part I'm going to work on next. It's all up in the air. But I really like how it looks. I'm still really delighted by my griffin things. Their roofs are delightful. Yeah, so far, so good. So thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, for just interacting with me. Again, I really do appreciate it. I love to hear from you guys. If you have any thoughts on this build, what I can do for it to maybe make it a little bit more zany or messy or things like that, I'd love to hear from you. And I will see you in the next one.